It is within this context that we at the Security Watch Africa initiatives have chosen the theme for the 18th Africa Security Watch Awards and Conference, developing models for people-centric governance towards the enhancement of peace and security in Africa.
The Security Watch Africa initiative will be awarding 30 Crystal Award trophies to the deserving winners from across Africa in recognition of their outstanding contributions in security, media, hospitality, transportation, and humanitarian service, and to honor those who make African continent safer and better. The International Coordinator and CEO Africa Security Watch Awards and Conference disclosed this at a media briefing for the 18th edition of African Security Watch Awards and Conference.
Today, over 70% of Africa remains affected by various levels of insecurity. As a result, development stagnates, fear prevails, and too many of our citizens remain trapped in poverty. It is within this context that we at the Security Watch Africa initiatives have chosen the theme for the 18th Africa Security Watch Awards and Conference, developing models for people-centric governance towards the enhancement of peace and security in Africa. This theme speaks directly to the heart of the challenges we face and sets the stage for actionable discussions that will help pave the way for a more peaceful and secure Africa. We are delighted to announce that the 18th Africa Security Watch Awards and Conference will be held from the 10th to the 12th of December 2024 at Radisson Blu Hotel in Doha, Qatar. This promises to be a truly authentic, authoritative, transparent, rewarding, and glamorous event. Most times, people look at security as just the armed forces and police and the paramilitary agencies, but we believe that even we in the media play critical role in security and safety. Our role sometimes are not being appreciated by so many people. Some believe that it could be just for entertainment, but we shape the heartbeat of any society by the information we pass out. So we play a critical role. So we, on this side, we also honor our colleagues, media personalities who are working to ensure that the people get the right information, who are making sure that information gets across to the people on a daily basis. We note the enormous tax and risk most of us carry, get involved in doing that, so we also carry them along. Hospitality plays a very important role in terms of safety. Most people may not understand that. We are in a hospitality premises, for instance. This is a hotel, but criminals can find abode in this place and foment troubles to the rest of the society. And so we also look at those hospitality sectors who, in spite of is a business, but make sure that they don't allow criminals to hibernate in their business premises. And so they are recognized also.
Addressing journalists, the awards and conference general rapporteur, Brigadier General S.K. Usman, explained that the choice of Qatar as the destination for the 18th edition of African Security Watch Awards and Conference is both symbolic and practical.
This year is so unique in the sense that an in-depth research has been carried out, and looking at the fact that you cannot divorce security with development. And we realize almost 70% of the countries that make up the African continents are experiencing one security challenge or the other. And we are so determined to ensure that these problems are dealt with in the sense that so that we can have development on the African continent. And quite a number of experts and intellectuals have been lined up to discuss this issue. It is not a question of discussion, but question of following through to ensure that recommendations are fully implemented by advocating to various stakeholders. But most importantly, we are carrying the African story to the world stage, because in most instances we are talking about our continent, we just end up talking to ourselves. And I think it is not the best. That is why it is better that we go outside so that they can look at us critically and tell us where we are doing well and where we are not doing well. And we rub mind to see what are the best practices that we can, integrate in our own system to make our continent more secure and better.
The Nigerian Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Gwambe Musa, Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tarid Labaja, Governor of Borno State, Professor Babangana Zulum, Vice Chairman BOT SWAI, Professor Emeritus and others will deliver the keynote address paper respectively at the 18th African Security Watch Awards and Conference themed Developing Models for People-Centric Governance Towards the Enhancement of Peace and Security in Africa.
It's the very first time I'll be so honored outside Nigeria, and I want to thank Security Watch Africa for having eyes for details.
Some of us doing the same kind of job. For me to have been selected as the best crime buster is not easy.
In global security, we'll never be overstressed, which is also why I like a summit like this.
In as much as I'm a very accomplished man today, based on the fact that if my efforts, my hard work, commitment and dedication to duty is recognized beyond the borders of this country, I think I have every reason to be happy.
Kudos to Security Watch Africa for their fair-minded, impartial reporting and patriotic outlook.
I want to commend the organizers of this program. It is a laudable one, and it's just to motivate officers within all the African nations.
I express my appreciation for this very important award given to the Nigerian Navy and my humble self.
I must commend the Security Watch Africa for what they have been doing to bring all African security officers together.